Hey, it's Dying Breed, Dad. You know, there's one thing I've learned about family court. You have to have some pretty thick skin. You have to take lying and smile about it. You have to take every question with a grain of salt. You can't be emotionally involved, even though when it comes to family court, of course you are. There's something about walking through those doors that's interestingly enough something that'll aggravate the normal person. You go in, you're expecting an outcome, you find out, hey, no, we got about 12 of these hearings planned. Every delay will cause you another month or two. Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing everything right, but we're not going to show you any progress. We're not going to, let you know that you're doing good. But when you're accused of something, please, I want you to follow up. Someone called you a drug addict. You better go take these drug tests. The person involved has said that there's abuse happening. We need you to take a parenting course. You just have to smile, bear through it, agree to disagree, continue on. Stepping away is an abandonment. It's not withdrawal from the situation. It's protecting the person that you are. Because in order to succeed in court, you need to be cold. You need to only have the interest of yourself. I had the best interest of my children at heart. I did everything that I was asked to do. But I just got accused more. Parental alienation, I'm going to tell you that right now. Don't use that word. Nobody will listen. Nobody cares about patterns. Nobody cares about your concerns. If it's going to get them a paycheck, they'll follow up. But as a man's standpoint, they don't care about you. They don't care about the kids. They care about the paycheck. They care about basically pushing you to your absolute limits when you have nothing left to give, and then adding more. There's no winning in family court. It's supposed to be about what's in the best interest of the kids. I've learned over the course of my own case in the past year, nobody has the best interest of the kids at heart. If they did, they would recognize patterns. They would come up with solutions. They would point you in the right direction. But instead, you get delays. You get constant rejection. You get half-answered messages. You can see it from all different angles. As the person who's been in it, I never understood it before, but I fully understand it now. When you're forced to prove yourself, that's one thing. I've proven myself. I've maintained employment. I've changed employment for the betterment of time spent with my kids. I've traveled across provinces. I've done every last detail that I've been asked to do. And all of a sudden, it's still not enough. There's more. Continue. Do what you can. Well, guess what? When you're over $20,000 in debt because of these proceedings, you don't want to continue. You know why? Me personally, I already have a life. I have children whom I provide and care for. I've provided stability over the years. I've provided routine. And I have been told and believe that I am a good dad. That's what it takes to be a dying breed. you kind of got to question that at all times. Am I doing enough? Am I being what these kids need me to be? If you can't sleep at night thinking about these questions, somewhere inside of you, you are a good person and you are a good parent. But when you can't put your own beliefs aside and see the harm that's being done and know when to walk away, it's not being a good parent. You're fighting a losing battle. You're fighting for something that you're not even fighting. You're trying to prove yourself to an audience on a grand stage. Let's call it what it is. You walk into a courtroom and it's literally something off of fucking TV. You gotta dress the part. You gotta only spoke when spoken to. If they say, you know, when you're being arrested, anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Well, anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law applies to when you're actually in that courtroom. But what I've found, and I'm not putting mothers down, okay? I have the most amazing supportive wife ever. She's amazing. She does everything without question. But when there's women out there, they're so vindictive and so hell-bent on keeping a good father out of, you know, their children's lives, I feel like that's motive from them. That's them projecting something. You know, if she had valid concerns, she would have brought them all up in the very beginning. Not every time one of those concerns was proven to be false, brought up another one. My only concern was parental alienation. Well, guess what? Parental alienation isn't a word that anybody wants to hear. Nobody believes in it. And I always get the same comments on my page. Hey, you know, parental alienation goes both ways. Men can do it to women. You're absolutely right. You are 100% correct. Men do it too. But I know myself, my real person, I don't talk to my kids about that stuff. I don't put them in between. I don't teach them hate. I try to teach respect, show love, and boundaries. Boundaries are a very big one for me because, of course, my kids need to know if someone's doing something that you're not happy with, you need to speak up about it. You can't stay silent. You can't bury it down. The generation I grew up in, let's be real, bury it down. Put it down there deep, forget about it. It's not of importance. But on a personal level, I've grown away from that. I talk about it a little bit more. That's why I started the social media pages, so that not only can I open up a little bit, even though I've been very restricted as to what I say. This will probably be my longest running video, and I hope you all take the time to listen, maybe understand a little. And for those stories that I've heard, you know, people going through similar things, I won't put a measure on it, but it's hard for dads out there. A lot of moms have got the shit end of the stick too. But when it comes to dads, it's impossible. You know, prove your worth. Prove that you can do it. Prove that you're a provider. Prove that you're stable, right? All while we break you down and push you into a corner that a hole that you can't dig yourself out of. I don't know. I feel like I'm ranting a bit, but the real point of this is to be a dying breed, you have to have something in yourself that makes you look at the more broad picture. There is no on or off button, but what should happen is society, community, family should really start thinking about one another. Really think about what someone close to you, or someone maybe not so close to you, is going through. Someone who's been seen as having a hard time and maybe been mislabeled. I've seen it. I've heard stories. I've chatted with many people that they hear the same thing over and over. Delays, process, money. They're all problems in this. And in my personal opinion, it's too delayed. It's a game to some. It's a paycheck to most. And I find that there's zero accountability when it comes to a family courtroom. I'm not saying there aren't good judges and good lawyers and good people involved in the ministry, because there is. What I'm saying is that the line is slowly fading because everybody's so worried about the bureaucratics of it all. So if you agree to this, push the buttons, follow along. Dying Breed dad out.